you're looking to save 5 shots off your round of golf, then you need to stop, watch this video and make sure you are listening. Today we are talking about how you can save shots, and it's about targets. It's about target setting, not just for your handicap, but on the golf course, on every single hole at your golf club. A lot of people start to go for the holy grail shot. They start to go for the shot that if they get it right, yes, it's perfect, they will remember it. Will they get a par? Will they get a birdie? They're not so sure. Today we're here at Windermere Golf Club. We're on stroke index 18, a 270 yard par 4. But you will see I have an iron in my hand. And that is the way of how we are going to save you shots. Instead of me going towards a green where it starts to narrow up, there's a lot of trouble, I could lose a golf ball, we're going to be playing easy golf. We're trying to hit fairways and we're trying to hit greens. We know by strokes gained, if you hit one more green in regulation per round, that's going to save you on average 1 shot per round. So if we can get you hitting 4 or 5 more greens in a round, you know exactly what's going to happen. So all I've got is a 6 iron here. I know a nice easy 6 iron will hit me to the fattest part of the fairway, which is often the case on these holes. And that was a nice easy swing. That's in the widest part of the fairway as the rain comes tumbling down, and that leaves me a nice pitch shot into the green where I can go for the heart of the green, try and get on there. We know if I get onto the green, I'm going to be hopefully able to 2-putt, get out of here with a par and move on to the next easy hole, which we're going to play the exact same way. So guys, welcome back to Get Good at Golf. Welcome to Windermere. You will see that it is just me on my own today. James is actually travelling back from Korea. I'm out here in the Lake District, actually on holiday, but we're trying to get some videos in, because this is a fantastic golf course. So if you are in Cumbria, guys, and you're looking for a golf course to play, do give Windermere Golf Club a big thank you to them for getting me out here today. But we're talking targets, so obviously we're not just thinking about, yes, hit it to the fattest part, don't really commit, swing easy, don't commit to the shot, miss hit it, top it, like we always see. We always say, oh, I'm taking an iron for safety, and then maybe you put it, or top it off the tee, shank it off the tee, put it into trouble and think, well, I might as well just hit driver. We're still playing aggressive to those targets. That was a big thing that Tiger Woods used to do. He said he'd maybe go at 1 pin per round, and that was on a good day when he's flushing it, but he was aggressive to his target. So I've been aggressive there for the fairway, but it's right in the middle, and we know from a fairway, from a good lie, it's much easier to hit greens because we're generating a better strike, we can get better control on our spin, and hopefully save some shots. So, middle stripe there down the fairway with that 6 iron. I'm now going to use my rangefinder. Again, I've been testing out this Sigma CT800Y. Again, use your rangefinder, use your watch, whatever you've got, start to get that flag. So I've got a flag using the slope at 92 yards. So it's 87 actual, but uphill it's 92 yards. So we've got to think about here. I know that's a white flag, and I could see from the tee box that's at the back of the green. So I want to be thinking now, I'm probably playing an 85 yard shot. I'm going to commit to 85 yards. I'm in the middle of the green, I'm underneath the hole, and I've got a putt. And one big thing here on Get Good at Golf is obviously talking you how to play these shots a little bit better. So 85 yards, I want you to think, what kind of club would that be? Would that be for you a full sandwich? If it is a full sandwich, I want you to drop down to your 52 degree or your 50 and start to play a smaller motion, nice and smooth, and get the ball flighting in that little bit lower. We know if we have a shorter motion, we have a little bit more control on that, and there's less that can go wrong. So I'm going to go with my 52 here. I'm going to play half a shot really here. It'll look a little bit longer, but I'm going to fly this in, commit to my 85 yard shot. That is just right of the flag. Looks a good distance, and that's now on the putting surface. Can anybody tell me tour average from 90 yards to 100 yards? What do we think it is? I don't know, there's a lot of you behind the screen there saying, well, I'd like it to be inside 15 feet, 10 feet. You will see there I am 15 feet away from this hole, so the tour average actually from 100 yards is 23 feet. So yes, you might be surprised with that, but that is the tour average over a season. The best on tour over a course of a season is 17 yards, which was actually Rory McIlroy. So inside tour average there, but I've made it very easy. I've hit a 6-iron off the tee, I've found the middle of the fairway, I've hit a controlled 52 degree I had there into the green, and now I've got a chance at a birdie. So we're just plotting our way round, trying to make it as easy as possible. So a little bit left there, left myself a little bit of work, but you can see that, yes, you might say, well, I might misstrike this shot, I might misstrike. We're all going to misstrike shots. I didn't hit those two perfectly, but because I know which areas I'm playing to, I know obviously my front to back dispersion, then I can commit to those shots. And that's where you really need to know your front to back dispersion. If you misstrike one, are you losing 10 yards, are you losing 20 yards? That will dictate what club you use off the tee. Again, here into the green, if you're less comfortable with those shorter shots, although percentage-wise, if you practice, they will be better. If you're more comfortable with a fuller shot, you might hit a 56 degree into this hole, because again, you know your front to back, you might lose 5 yards shorter, which would still be in the middle of the green, which might be closer or just outside tour average. But if you're a mid-handicap golfer, then you don't mind. So just like anything, making life easy, let's make it easy by lining your putts up. So using the line on the ball, if you've drawn one on there, if you've got triple track balls, if you've got the picks ball, you've got a lot of alignment aid things there which help you get your ball starting on line hopefully better, because you're able to aim the putter better, put a better stroke on it and get out of there. So this par 3 right here, stroke index 7 here at Windermere, is a prime example of where you can save shots by doing this. But we can see here it's downhill, and we've got a tricky front pin, we've got trouble short, we haven't got much long, and this is where I see 95% of golfers come up short as the rain comes down and the wind blows into us. And this is where I want you to start to think, right, where's the trouble? If I misstrike my shot, is there trouble short? Yes, there is on this occasion. That could cost me shots. So I want to make sure here that I'm clubbing up. If anything, I want to go a little bit long. We've got the backstop at the back. We can make sure that we're carrying it past the flag, and then we've got a better chance of getting out of here. Again, stroke index 7, a lot of you guys will get shots. So I'll always check here with the slope, as again, I'm not playing in a tournament round here, but what have I got to the flag? It is saying I've got 169 to the flag. It's playing strongly into the breeze, so I'd say there's a good 20-30 yards on there, so I'm going to say this is playing very close to 200 yards, which would be a standard 4-iron for me. So I'm going to play a 4-iron. Could I get there with a 6-iron if there was no breeze, if there was perfect conditions, if I knew I was going to strike it perfect? Yes, I could. But I'm going to go 4-iron to make sure that I'm actually past the flag, but I'm not going to hit it any harder. I'm just going to play this as a normal swing, so it's a normal ball position, normal swing, and commit to that shot and play for the centre of the green. And that's fading back nicely. That was well struck, no real effort, and that has actually just got on the left side of the green, so just past the flag, just on the left side of the green, and that was a nicely struck club. So there, straight away, downhill, only playing 170. I've played it with a 30-yard wind, and I've just about got past the hole. A lot of people there would have gone, okay, normally it's a 6, I'll go up to a 5, and still being short. So up on the green, just landed short of this fringe, and it is just past pin high, so very interesting there. Like we said, plenty of clubs more, so 2 clubs more, not just gone up 1, and that is just past pin high. But again, easy golf, not an easy hole there. I've just committed to the shot, picked the club, used my rangefinder to my advantage. Now let's give this a roll. Now when I say give this a roll, that's what a lot of people do here. They feel like they've done the hard work, they've completed the hole, they've been able to get that down. They don't take as much time with the putter, and that's where they start to lose shots. So again, I want to go through my green read here, make sure I know which way it is going, but then also a big thing is pace, because how many times I see people, again, come to a golf course they've never played, like I haven't here at Windermere, not know the pace of the greens because you've not been on the putting green before. But how can we judge pace? How can we get this a little bit better? So we've got a couple of ways for you. So obviously a couple of things you can think about here is looking at your target and visualising what kind of stroke you would put on there. Again, if I was throwing a ball to you in the camera, I wouldn't stand here and look at my hand and then try and throw it to you. I would look at my target and then release. I'd be able to judge my pace a little bit better. The same here. If you're not one for doing practice swings, then again, we can start to get connected to your target, get into your setup, feel comfortable, look at the flag before you take the putter away, and then come in and pull the trigger. Again, you are connecting to your target. You'll see there a good pace, just slightly under pace, but for me there, that's a nice easy putt. Percentage mate from there, just outside 15 feet, I would say. On tour would be 1 in 3 for your everyday golfer. We're probably looking at 1 in 10, 1 in 12. But you see there, I've been able to give you a few ideas of how to start to make golf easy. Off the tee box, we don't always have to think driver, we don't have to go for the flags. If we hit more greens, if we pick our clubs correctly, we're going to be able to then lower our scores. Take this away from this video is if we hit 1 more green per round, on average you are going to save 1 shot. So if you can just work on hitting more greens, that always helps if you're coming from a fairway, because we can generate a better strike. Once we're on the green there, think about how you can control your pace. Do you want to look at the hole, look at your target and visualize it and pull the trigger? Or do you want to have those practice swings? Because these are things that are going to help you get good at golf, lower your scores, and we'll see you again tomorrow.